Papa do.
Crypt did a song with Dax.
I think it should be used. We tried so hard to find a segue, we can't do it. I did a song with Dax, okay? So that whole situation was crazy, man. So my boy Honey Kufis, if you guys don't know who that is, very phenomenal rapper, and you will see more of him very, very soon on my channel specifically. But yeah, he hit me up to do this song called That's Tough, and it samples Shaq's voice, No Life Shaq, and the entire hook and like in the ad libs and stuff for the whole song. And he told me about it. He's like, I want to do this. I want Shaq to react to it. I think this is the best way to get it done. It's like, dope. Shaq's my boy. You're pretty dope. I like you. I'll definitely hop on this song with you. And that was in January, right before I went on tour with Mac Lethal. Wow. And so I was writing this verse, and it was supposed to be me and him on the song. I got on tour, and he's like, yo, you guys are coming close to my area. He lives in Pennsylvania. And he said, I'm going to come to the show and meet up with you. I was like, oh, that's fucking dope. Well, the whole tour, I did that. I met up with several people through many cities, which I'm very thankful for.
That's how you should do it. Yep.
But, yeah, but I met him up at Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I had already written my verse to this song. At this point, I was writing on the road, but I didn't have a way to record it, so I was going to record it when I got back. But I met him at the show. I brought him on stage during the show, and he rapped over the Cypher 3 beat of all beats. I don't know if I told you I did that to people. I downloaded the YouTube Cypher Volume 3, and a few shows I would have people come up and rap on stage, and they would rap over that beat.
I had no idea. Oh, that leaked.
Yeah, yeah. So if you guys ever came to any of the shows and I brought somebody up on stage to rap, they rapped over the YouTube Cypher Volume 3 beat. But
wow.
Yeah, after the show, he's like, yo, so this song that we're doing, it's like No Life Shaq hit me up and he wants to get Dax on the song. I was like, what? It's like, do you know the history between me and Dax? He's like, I don't. I kind of do, but I know you're my boy, and I'm going to go to bat for you no matter what. So if something happens, like if you don't want to do this song with Dax, just let me know. And I was like, you know, I don't really care. It's been too long at this point. It's like, I'll do the song just because you're my boy. Shaq's my boy. But when Dax finds out I'm on the song, he's not going to want to do it. I can tell you that right now. And he's like, he said Dax already agreed to do the song. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, he knows you're on the song and he agreed to do it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What kind of paradox is going on right now? Why is Dax agreeing to be on a song with me? Because there's a huge history there for people that don't know. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that was January is when he sent me the song, and then I met him up in March. Okay. Is when I met with him. And that's when Dax was going to be on the song. And then like a day after that, Dax followed me on Twitter and Instagram, and he messaged me on Twitter with a very, very nice, long, sincere, heartfelt, man-to-man apology. And that was huge for me because even if, you know, he said he's sorry on publicly and stuff like that, that doesn't mean shit to me. But if you say it to me in person where nobody else can see your games, you're not putting on a show for anybody else, that's when it feels genuine to me. And like it felt very genuine, his apology for everything that happened in the past. And, you know, honestly, it was taking years off of my life hating someone. He was the only person in my entire life that I hated. And, like, it was to the point where sometimes I couldn't even remember why I hated him, and I have to go back and look and remind myself. Like, does that ever happen with people?
Absolutely. Yes, I know exactly what that feels like.
Yeah, like, it was just to the point where I heard his name, and it was like an instant, visceral feeling. It's like, man, I fucking hate this guy. And I'm just sitting, it's like, why do you hate him again?
Yeah.
Like, that is exactly what it was like. But, yeah, he apologized to me. I was like, dope. You know, it is what it is. We'll do the song together. And I scrapped the verse that I wrote for it when I found out that he was going to be on the song. And I restructured my verse to kind of make fun of the whole situation of us, like, beefing. Mm-hmm. And I started off my verse on this song. It's called That's Tough with Honey Kufis and Dax. And it's like, wait a minute, Dax is on his track? Fuck the beat. I ain't fucking with that. Or cut the beat. I ain't fucking with that. And then I just kind of went in and did my thing, did some flow switches and stuff. And the main point of that is Crypt and Dax are now cool. We have made up. I no longer have enemies anymore, which is kind of freeing, to be honest.
Yeah, that's hey man, I think that was a really mature move on both of your parts. Yeah. On Dax's part for sure, because that shows a lot of growth in his character, and the fact that it wasn't in front of a camera or nothing like that. No showmanship, no nothing. That's cool. You know, me and him like talk off and on a little bit. When he put out the EP, this is when I knew something was a little bit different, because, you know, a lot of people hit us up for reactions a lot because it's gonna get views for their songs and stuff like that and just help push their stuff. But he hit me up and he just wanted opinions on his songs. He like didn't ask for a reaction or anything like that. He just hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I put out this EP. Just check it out. I want to hear what you think." And I listened to it and gave him like 100% honest feedback on everything. I told him what I liked, what I didn't like, and stuff like that. And he was just cool with it. And it was just like just another conversation. Like, you know, I've never personally had any issues with him at all. It was always really weird.
You did produce a. Yeah, it is very weird because of like the situation with us, and you did produce the beat for the diss track that I made on him.
Yeah. So, which I'm sure he was aware of, but every time I talked to him, it was like I felt weird about it. But you know, it's But yeah, I'm glad things are back to normal now, and as far as that's concerned. But he's definitely matured. That's all I could really say. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, whatever age he is, I feel like you never truly fully mature until somewhere. It could happen anywhere in your 20s. So there's some 20-year-olds that are out there that are probably more mature than me. But there's
Dax he's a year older than I am.
Okay.
So he's 26. I'm 25.
Okay. So yeah, that it makes sense to me because especially if you get all this clout when you're young, it's like. Could really get to your head.
And there was a huge difference between me because he's apologized to me in the past, but it was like a public thing that just felt very disingenuous to me, and it was during all this beef stuff, and like I didn't accept the apology back then.
Yeah.
And like it's completely different. It's just everything's completely different now. The way he did it, the way he acts now. I've watched his live streams and stuff over the past few weeks just to kind of see how he acts. He acts completely different. Like he seems like he's trying to turn a new leaf. And he realized his mistakes that he did, not only with me, but with like the whole community back then. He was, still new to the game, didn't have any management or anything like that. He didn't understand how to do things.
Yeah.
And I think now he kind of has a grasp on how things are working. And it's nice to see because he's a very talented dude. And I would hate to see talent like that go to waste.
It's truly talent because if he hasn't been, same thing with you though. Like you both haven't been doing rap for that long. And look what you guys are able to do. So it's pretty crazy.
Papa do!